It is time for Game 6 of the World Series back here in Philadelphia. We got the Phillies and the Guardians. Back at it again with the Cleveland Guardians up 3-2. They are 1 game away from heading to the World Series. I want to kind of, I should have done a mic check before I went live just to see. Nope, actually we're doing just fine. So this is actually a rematch of a previous World Series game. Christopher Sanchez and Matthew Boyd, 2 lefties on the mound today. And then the Rangers will have, or the Phillies, sorry, will have their other big lefty, Ranger Suarez, start for them Game 7. And it should be a fun night of baseball. Coming up next here on Let's Talk Sports. Christopher Sanchez, 3 starts this postseason. He's 2-0. 17 innings pitched. He has a 3.18 ERA, a 1.53 whip. 9 strikeouts so far. 9 strikeouts in 3 starts. That is crazy. Not really a huge strikeout guy, as you guys have seen throughout this simulation series. But here we go, as fans going in the background because it's hot in my room. First pitch to Kwan is stinking for a strike, and just like that, Game 6 of the World Series is underway. Guardians will look to win their first World Series since 1948. Phillies will look to try and keep this series alive somehow. O2 pitch fouled off. That's hit hard down the line, and it is foul. Been inside the house all day wearing a long sleeve t-shirt. Here comes the 1-2. Chopper to Harper. Steps on the bag for the first out. So we'll take a look at the lineup in this one for the Guardians. It's the same lineup from Games 1 and Game 2. This is pretty much Stephen Vogt's lineup whenever the Guardians will face the lefty throughout this postseason. And they face quite a bit of lefties. I can tell you that much. Here's David Fry. That's popped up. Realmuto's there to make the catch. And that is out number 2. So 2 men gone. Here is Jose Ramirez. 5 home runs for the Guardians in this postseason. Rose, hi. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great Saturday evening. Here's the pitch from Sanchez. There's a circle change, 1-1. There was no stream on yesterday and on Thanksgiving, like I said. Obviously, Thanksgiving, no stream because I was with family. I was out of town, and then yesterday, no stream because I was at a high school football state championship, and it was not a very fun game. Do you play Madden 25? I do play Madden. Once this World Series is over, I'm going to start playing more Madden 25 in college football. But for now, baseball is kind of my number 1 sport too. If you couldn't tell, throughout the different videos and live streams we've done a lot of MLB The Show stuff. Ramirez keeping the at-bat going. 5 home runs this postseason. None of them were hit on the road. All 5 of them were in Cleveland. That's a grounder to Sosa. And the Phillies coming to bat. After a scoreless first inning for Christopher Sanchez on the mound, let's see what the Phillies bats do against Matthew Boyd. He too has, this is also his third start so far this postseason, or he has 3 starts so far. He won one of them. 3.18 ERA, 15 strikeouts, and 17 innings pitched. He will, and the first batter he'll face is Kyle Schwarber, hitting 157. Fastball taken, strike 1. The Silver Slugger Award winner for the Phillies in 2022. That was his first year in Philadelphia. Slider, strike 2. 2 things can happen tonight. 1, Guardians win their first World Series since 1948, or the Phillies win tonight and they can force a Game 7 at tomorrow night. Schwarber strikes out to lead things off, and here comes Trey Turner hitting 385. Even though Schwarber's been in the leadoff spot, Turner's been doing 10 times better. He's gotten the hit in almost every game he's played. That is popped up down the line, and it's going to go foul. A little recap of this series. So the first 2 games were split, with the Phillies winning Game 1, the Guardians won Game 2. Slider strikes him out, and that is out number 2. First strikeout of the night for Matthew Boyd. And then we went to Cleveland. Josh Naylor walked it off Game 3. Phillies won Game 4, and the Guardians won Game 5. And someone's going to win Game 6 tonight. Harper is up next with a .353 batting average. Fastball outside, 2-0. Didn't even know. I kind of forgot that he won a home run derby. 2018, I think that was his last year with the Nationals, I believe. Talk about a guy who has discontinued himself so much since he's been with the Phillies. Harper, a swing and a drive, right field. He's going to make it 1-0. Phillies are on the board first in Game 6. Phillies strike first, 1-0. And now bring in Nick Castellanos hitting 240.
Nope, that's off the plate.
That is off the plate for ball 2, I believe.
Oh.
Yep, ball 2. 3-0 count. Matthew Boyd having trouble finding the strike zone after giving up the Bryce Harper home run. Castellanos is on with a base hit. A 2-out single hit hard up the middle for Castellanos without Bohm coming up. And now Alec Bohm hitting 262 with 3 runs batted in. Was an all-star this year for the Phillies. Kind of forgot about that. Phillies, I think they had a few all-stars this year. Fastball 0-2. Bohm 0 for 4 in the Phillies 3-2 loss in Game 5. Looking to bounce back here tonight in Game 6. There's a fastball taken, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. 2-2.
balls. Two strikes.
Count is full to Alec Boehm.
That's 4. Take it.
Outside ball 4.
Batting 6. The catcher, JT Real Muto.
2 on, 2 out. Here's Real Muto. Fastball taken, strike 1. Here's the 0-2. Remuto hammers it down the line and it will go foul. Now the 0-2 from Boyd, and a circle change is hit out to center. Lane Thomas is there, and the inning's over. But Bryce Harper, who else would make it 1-0 Phillies rather than him? Second inning coming up here in Game 6 of the World Series. Still plenty of baseball left to play.
Leading off the Cleveland.
Plenty of baseball left to play here tonight in Philadelphia. It is Game 6 of the World Series, with the Phillies up 1-0 thanks to a Bryce Harper solo blast. And now Lane Thomas shoots one up in the right center field gap. That is the first hit of the night for the Guardians.
Batting 5th. The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
So runner on, here is Josh Naylor, hitting .254. Hitting in the number 5 spot tonight. Behind Lane Thomas, he has 6 home runs. A handful of them, or half of them, seems like, came in this World Series. One in Game 2, or in extra innings, walked it off in Game 3, and I think he had a home run in Game 4 also. Naylor is quickly down 0-2. He's been a solid bat for them in this postseason. What can I say? Sinker low. Misses 1-2. And Naylor hits it hard into right field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Over to second is Thomas. He's going over to third. He will move to third, and Josh Naylor has himself a double, following up the single hit by Lane Thomas. Back-to-back leadoff hits for Cleveland here in the second inning. Here's Giancarlo Noel hitting .360. Fastball 0-1. Noel, he had a home run, I think, in Game 2. No, Game 1, I think, in the World Series. Game 1 or Game 2, one of them. One of those 2 games, I don't remember. But what I can tell you is Josh Naylor is at second. Lane Thomas is at third. That hit him, and now load him up. That'll load up the bases with Bo Naylor coming up. Circle change 1-0. Naylor hitting .250 in this postseason, has been splitting time behind the plate with Austin Hedges. But he'll be in the lineup today, and he'll be in the lineup again in Game 7 since he hits the lefties better. Slatter taking 1-1. Larry Bullard behind home plate. James Kingsley at second. Simmons and is at second, and Angel Hernandez is the umpire at third. How about that? Angel Hernandez came out of retirement. 1 ball, 1 strike from the Phillies left-hander. Strike 2. Almost said filthy. Well, he was filthy in the first inning, I guess you could say. Slatter struck him out. as he went around on the slider. First strikeout of the night for Christopher Sanchez. Bases loaded now with one out. Here's Jimenez. Sinker outside, 1-0. Can go for a double play and get out of it. That might be the Phillies. Of course, that's their best interest. There's a strike, 1-1. The blonde girl with in the red shirt that's sitting behind home plate, she looks like someone I went to 5th grade with. Or looks like someone I went to elementary school with. I don't know why, I just looked at it for a second. That's it hard, and Sosa's there to make the catch. Takes away a base hit from Andres Jimenez. And here's Brian Rocio. So the Guardians went from having the bases loaded with nobody out, and now they got the bases loaded with 2 out. Can Christopher Sanchez get out of this pickle? Fouls off the circle change. He's nearly out of it. Nearly, barely out of it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside, ball 1. Bases loaded, 2 out, 1-2 count. And he gets out of it. Sanchez finds his way out of trouble. Leaves the bases stranded. Full of Guardians. We head to the second, or the bottom of the second. Phillies lead game 6, 1-0. And Munoz Sosa.
The second baseman.
Been splitting time with Bryson Stott at second base. As you can see, Stott has the night off. Sosa's coming in and starting the game at second. Started off his career with the Cardinals, came over to the Phillies in a trade a few years ago. And he's been a solid backup infielder for this team. Slider, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's hit hard, and it will go foul. That lady there almost had a souvenir. Kind of knocked it away. 1-2, that's popped up again. Hopefully you guys are having a good Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully you guys got to eat a lot of food, spend time with the family. And Munoz Sosa is drilled to lead things off. I guess that's payback from when the Phillies hit Jinkinsi Noel. So the Phillies have a runner on to start off the second. Here's Austin Hayes hitting 205. Circle change, it's 0-1. In the center, Thomas is there for out number 1.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Johan.
1 out, runner at first for Philadelphia. Here is Rojas. E2 filling in for Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh also had the night off today.
No.
Down is 1-0 to Rojas. However, Brandon Marsh will be available for pinch hitting duties alongside Bryson Stott. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. I'm sure they're itching to try and get into this game. Obviously, nobody wants to take a World Series game off. That's ridiculous. 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillies third base coach trying to give them the signs.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 count to Rojas. That is hit foul down the line again. Kyle Schwarber on deck. Runner at first, one out. Here's a 2-2 from Boyd. Chases a fastball, was a bit late on it. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch from Boyd. There's a fastball, swing and a miss. Third strikeout of the day for Matthew Boyd. So that will bring in Kyle Schwarber, struck out his first time up. Runner at first, 2 out. That's hit hard and it will go foul. Pickoff throw, and Rojas is back safely. The 0-1 from Boyd, that's a slider.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 from Matthew Boyd. There's a sinker. 2-1. Swings and misses at the slider, 2-2. Down is full to Schwarber with 2 outs here in the second. Three-two. And a high pop-up. Behind home plate, Bo Naylor's there. And the inning's over. Top of the Cleveland lineup is due up when we head to the third inning. Phillies lead after 2, 1-0. Top of the Cleveland lineup due up here in the third inning. Stephen Kwan, David Fry, and Jose Ramirez all due up. Against Christopher Sanchez here in the top of the third innings. Kwan 0 for 1, grounded out to Harper's first time up, was 1 for 4 in Game 5 in the Guardians' 3-2 win at home. And he hits one into left center field. Rojas is there. He's going to make the catch for a nice little out number 1. 1 out in the third. That will bring in David Fry. Here comes the 1-0. That's it. Chopper to Turner. 2 away. Two outs now. Here comes Ramirez. Ball 1 off the plate. Ramirez 0 for 1. Grounded out to Sosa at second, his first time up. Sinker, ball 2.
No strike. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a 2-1.
Oh.
Off the plate, ball 3. That is hammered into left field. Hayes is back, and this one is gone. Jose Ramirez, with his 6th home run of this postseason, ties the game at 1 here in the third. 2 outs, and now we've got a tied game. Lane Thomas 1 for 1. He had the first hit of the night for Cleveland back in the last inning. Circle change, 1-1. That's a grounder to Bohm. Top of the third's over. Jose Ramirez on a 3-1 count ties the game up on this solo home run. Bottom of the third inning of Game 6 is coming up.
For the Phillies, the shortstop,
Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, and Nick Castellanos all due up.
That's out the corner.
That is off the corner. 2-1 to Trey Turner. Matthew Boyd started his season off, or his career off in Toronto in 2015. Traded over to the Tigers in exchange for David Price. Been in the big league since. Stayed with the Tigers until 2021. Then 2022 he was on the Mariners, and then came back to the Tigers for the 2023 season. And then this year he found his way in Cleveland. That's a tough one for Ramirez, and it'll be an infield single for Trey Turner. Turner is on, and Harper is coming up. Harper already made it 1-0 Phillies in his first at bat. And a fastball, base hit in the right, gets past Naylor. Over to third is Turner. It's 2-1, nobody out.
the right fielder, number 8, Nick Castellanos.
Harper knew that fastball was coming. Hits it hard for a nice little single. Not a home run, unfortunately, but you know what? That is hit right to Naylor, and he picks off Harper trying to go back.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman,
Castellanos hitting a hard liner or a hard grounder to Josh Naylor. Steps on the bag. Able to get Harper trying to go back for a double play. 0-1 count, 2 out, Bohm. Bohm ended up walking his first time up. 1-1. Trey Turner, the runner at third. Something tells me this is going to be a very back and forth baseball game. I hope this is like Game 6 of the 2011 World Series, Game 7 of the 2016 World Series. Base hit in the right, it's 2-1. Phillies take the lead back. Alec Bohm with the second Philly RBI of the night. Here's JT Realmuto. 0 for 1, flew out his first time up. Hitting a .146 in this postseason. .413 OPS, 1 home run. That came in Game 3 of the division series against the Brewers. That was quite some time. That was some time ago. A while ago, I'd say. 2-0 count. Fastball swung on and missed. Here's the 2-1. That's fouled off again. Evens up the count at 2-2.
3-2.
Now it's a full count. Bermudo pokes one into right field, down the line. Over to third is Bohm. They're going to hold him at third, and Realmuto moves over to second. It's a 2-out double. Won that little battle with Matthew Boyd. Second and third for Philadelphia with 2 outs. Here's Sosa. Was hit by a pitch his first time up. Hit in the shoulder area. He's hitting .385 in the short sample of games that he's played in. 2-0. Off the plate, 3-0. Matthew Boyd having trouble finding the strike zone. There it is. Now he found it. But that fastball, 3-0, 3-1. Usually it kind of means that a fastball is usually coming. Another fastball came and now load up the bases. Bases loaded for Austin Hayes, and a fastball fouled off. It's 0-1. That's into right center. Is someone going to make this catch? Someone will. That someone will be Lane Thomas. And the third inning comes to a close. The Phillies take the lead back. It is 2-1 in Game 6.
Leading off for the Guardians, the first baseman.
They had 4 hits in that game, in the inning. Left the bases loaded. So now Josh Naylor comes up. 3 RBIs in his last 3 games. Has an 0-2 count from Christopher Sanchez. Caught her outside, or up high, 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate.
2-2.
Okay.
Full count to Naylor, and Jinkinsey Newell's on deck.
Inside, ball 4. Take your base.
Inside ball 4. Leadoff man's on for Cleveland. Or Cleveland has a runner at first to start things off. Here's Jinkinsey Newell. Has 1 home run this postseason. It did not come in Game 3 versus the Yankees. Instead, it came in Game 1 of the World Series. Grounder to Harper, and he throws it away. Runner's going to move over to third. First and third, nobody out on an error charged on Bryce Harper. Tried to turn it for a double play. The throw was high. Too high for Trey Turner anyway. Skips all the way into left field. And Naylor's able to have the speed to go to third. And now his brother Bo leads off for Cleveland, or is next up for Cleveland. I don't know why I said he's leading off. He's not leading off. 0-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Josh Naylor led off the inning, so that's kind of where I got the confusion from. Bo was 0 for 3 in game 2, or was 0 for 3 in game 5. He did catch game 5. And then Will Brennan played right field. Here's the 1-2 from Sanchez. Will Brennan, he should be back in the lineup today. Kind of a little hot take. 2-2 count. Two and two count. Another one fouled off from Bo Naylor. Popped him up. Harper is there to make up for that error that he had. That's out number 1. Here's Andres Jimenez 0 for 1, 4 for 17. Throughout this World Series. Up the middle, base hit, tied game. Josh Naylor comes across home plate to score. And how about that? Andres Jimenez with his second RBI of this World Series. This is going to be a very back and forth game, I can tell you that. This is a game I'm sure a lot of people do not want to miss. And we're bringing you all the action. Top of the 4th, 1 out, 1st and 2nd for the Guardians. For the game tied up at 2. There's a strike to Rocio. Struck out last time up with the bases loaded. 1 and 2. So when do you guys think the Phillies will go to their bullpen? Or who do you guys think will go to their bullpen first? Only one way to find out. Rocio's gone on strikes again. Two outs. Here's Stephen Kwan. Hits one in the left center. Rojas is there and he's hitless. And all 3 at bats so far. But Andres Jimenez hits one into center field, which is able to fall in front of Rojas and tie the game up at 2. Don't go anywhere. Game 6 of the World Series.
Leading up for the Phillies,
We'll be right back. Johan Rojas leads off for the Phillies here in the 4th. Fastball 0-1. Here's the 0-2.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Rojas is going on strikes to lead off the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Left field base hit. Schwarber's on. With 1 out here in the 4th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
And now bring in Trey Turner. Check swing, strike 1.
No ball. Strike.
Pedro Avila warming up in the Cleveland bullpen right now. In the right field, a base hit. Schwarber is staying put at second. First and second, and Bryce Harper's next.
Harper.
That's a grounder. Ramirez. Throw to first, pulls him off the bag, and the Phillies have the bases loaded again. However, that was a nice play there by Ramirez, unfortunately, on Naylor's end, and we can't really say the same thing. So now the bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Castellanos. That is hit hard down the line and foul. Bases loaded, 1 out. Hard hit into left field. Back goes Quan. Runner will tag up. It's 3-2. Phillies lead. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2 outs. Here's Alec Bohm. Base hit in the left. Here comes Turner. The throw in from Quan. It's 4-2. Phillies lead. They'll bring in Real Muto.
Ball. Outside.
Can he extend the lead? Fouled off again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases or runner at first and second, 2 out. Fouled off again. 1 and 2. Struck him out, and we are heading to the 5th. The Phillies scored 2 runs off of Matthew Boyd. In the 4th inning, we go to the 5th. The 5th inning coming up. 4-2, Phillies on top in Game 6. Here's David Fry to lead things off.
That's a ball.
That is taken 1-0. David Fry 0 for 2 tonight.
1-1.
Evens up the count 1-1. That is a high fly ball, right center field, shallow right center. Rojas comes in for out number 1. One out, here's Jose Ramirez.
Oh.
1-2. There, that is fair down the right field line. Ramirez on his way to second. And it's a 1-out double.
The center fielder, 8, Lane Thomas.
Runner at second now, 1 out. Here's Lane Thomas. 1-0. Pickoff throw to the second, and Ramirez goes back safely. That was an off-balance throw.
Hey. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1.
No.
2-1. Strike 2. For those of you just tuning in the chat, what's up? How we doing? How's everyone's Thanksgiving weekend? Strike 2. Strike 3, sorry.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
2 outs in the 5th. Here's Josh Naylor.
Oh.
Sinker, ball 1. Here's a 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Naylor hits it in the gap in right center field. This ball is down. Ramirez rounding third. He's coming home. Naylor staying put at second, or heading to second. Changing places with Jose Ramirez, and it's a 4-3 game. Give me a minute. Now the 0-1 to Jackenzie Noel. Phillies have not gone to their bullpen yet, which is surprising. Speaking of, there's Tanner Banks and Kirk Herring, so how about that? We just mentioned, we were just saying, hey, Phillies should go to their bullpen. Meanwhile, Phillies warm up a couple guys in their bullpen. And Noel strikes that to end the top of the fifth. Josh Naylor makes it a one-run game as an RBI double in the gap in right center field. We go to the bottom of the inning. Pedro Avila will be the first up out of the Cleveland bullpen. And it's still 4-3.
Leading up for the Phillies, the second baseman, Sosa.
Here's Edmundo Sosa. First pitch slider, strike one. Grounder to third, one away.
The left fielder, number 9, Austin Hayes.
Hey. 0-1. Strike two.
Now batting, center fielder, Johan Rojas.
No.
1-0 to Rojas.
Ball two. Two balls. No strike.
Here's the 2-0. Hit hard, 2-1. In the right field, there's a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Rojas is on after striking out. Striking out in his first two at-bats. Here's Schwarber. Oh, crap. Of the wrong... It's filling out the wrong lineup card. In the right field, base hit. And they might bring in another run. The throw to the plate is in time to get him. Hits the cutoff man Jimenez and reaches the catcher Bo Naylor into 5. 4-3 Phillies.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 58, Tanner.
That's the ball.
Matt Stram, Orion Kirk Herring both warming up in the bullpen. Tanner Banks First up out of the Philly bullpen here in the 6th inning. Naylor hits a high fly ball to right. Castellanos is there. One away. Now the 0-1 to Jimenez. Strike 2. Pops up. 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Roquillo.
Strike 1. Here's a pitch to Rochio.
That's the ball.
1-2 count.
2 balls.
Now it's 2-2. Ryan, hey, what's going on, good sir? You missed quite a bit. It was back and forth for the first few innings.
3 balls.
Stephen Kwan is on deck for the Guardians with 2 outs. In the 6th inning, 3-2 count.
Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Up next for Cleveland, the left fielder, Steven.
Here is sleeping.
Ball.
1-0 count. That's fouled off, 1-2. So how did they both score? Phillies, they had a home run from Bryce Harper, a single from Alec Boehm, 2 runs in the 4th, and then Cleveland, they had home run from Jose Ramirez in the 3rd, RBI in the 4th, and then an RBI in the 5th inning. And Stephen Kwan hits one into right field. There's a base hit. Rochio going over to third base. First and third, 2 out.
Designated hitter, David Fry.
There's a fly in my room. It's kind of annoying.
Now looking for the Phillies, number 50, O'Brien.
Jose Ramirez is good in this World Series. I know, so is Josh Naylor. Here's David Fry. Chopper to Boehm. Out at first. And we go to the bottom of the inning. Turner, Harper, Castellanos all due up. It's 4-3.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Turner.
Trey Turner leads off the 6th inning. 0-2 count. In a shallow right. Jimenez is there. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 3. Right.
So 1 out. Here's Harper. Might as well take you back to the 1st inning. Braven, what's going on, buddy? Take you back to the 1st inning. Nope, that's not it. Phillies. Bryce Harper had this monster home run into right field. Noel gave it some chase, and it was gone for a home run. And then I'll show you Ramirez's home run too. Guardians, Ramirez. To make things a little easier. So that was the 2 home runs hit tonight. One and two. .360 feet. How short is Citizens Bank Park? I don't know. That's also a Yankee Stadium home run, probably.
Number 8. Nick. Castellanos.
It's like Yankee Stadium. 2 outs. Here's Castellanos. We come back for the 7th. It'll be Jose Ramirez to lead off, then Lane Thomas and Josh Naylor. Strike 2 to Castellanos, 1 for 2. Singled, grounded into a double play, and hit a sac fly. And now he's got himself his 2nd hit of the night. A little 2-out single. And right field. Grounder to Jimenez, and the inning's over. We played 6 full in Game 6 of the World Series. Phillies lead 4-3. Guardians have the heart of their lineup due up. Here in the 7th inning, Jose Ramirez, who hit this towering shot to left field back in the 3rd inning to score the first run of the day for the Guardians. They'd score a couple more. However, they trail by a run entering the 7th inning. And the Phillies are 9 defensive outs away from winning Game 6. Ramirez right to Castellanos. Did not have the distance to go out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
You know, whenever when you're hitting and it says perfect, and you're thinking, yes, it's gonna go out. I got a home run, and then it instead it ends up being like an out. I hate that. Lane Thomas finds his way on base, a base hit into right center field. He's going to 2nd, and he is in for the 1-out double. And that's his 2nd hit of the night. Jose Ramirez couldn't get on, but Lane Thomas will. Here's Matt Stram to pitch to Josh Naylor, who gave up the home run in Game 3. Sorry, I was watching a video. Hold on, who gave up the home run in Game 3? I think it was Matt Stram. Hold up. Oh my goodness, it was Matt Stram.
Oop. No ball. One strike.
Yeah, Matt Stram gave up the... Josh Naylor had a walk-off home run game 3 of this series. Matt Stram was on the mound. So why is he facing Josh Naylor again? I don't get that. Why would you homer off of someone that homered off of you earlier in this World Series? Here's the 0-2. Naylor hits it to second. Sosa's there to make the out. However, Lane Thomas goes to third.
Now batting, right fielder, John Kennedy.
Lane Thomas will go to third with 2 outs.
Ball. One ball. No strike.
Maybe it's because it's the 7th and it's the 9th. Maybe. Here's Shinkensi Newell. Tying run at third for Cleveland with 2 out.
Ball.
2-1.
Ball 3.
Ball 3.
3-1.
3-1 count from Stram. And now he's got a full count on him. As Noel fouls off the slider. Crowd on their feet here in Philly.
Ball 4. Take your bait.
Ball 4. So the 7th inning will continue. What am I going to do when the World Series is done? We're going to switch over to football. College football rivalry series. First game we're going to do is next week. Texas Longhorns, Oklahoma Sooners. And then we'll do some like Madden stuff every once in a while too. The thing is, I'm not very good at calling football games. So my announcing skills for football is a little rusty. Because I've done a lot of baseball. I used to do games for my high school basketball team.
Ball.
So, yeah. Here's the pitch to Naylor. He fouls it off. And he's got a 1-2 count. Crowd on their feet here in Philly. They're getting loud. Grounder to Bohm. Time to stretch here in Philadelphia. Ramuto. Sosa and Hayes all do up. Brandon, what's going on, good sir? Phillies lead 4-3.
Leading up for the Phillies, the catcher.
I'm doing fantastic, sir. How are you doing? How's your Thanksgiving weekend? I'm having me some Thanksgiving leftovers for dinner tonight. My daddy got me this apple pie. It's like a caramel apple pie. And apple pie is one of my favorite foods. Base hit for Lane Thomas. Or for JT Ramuto, sorry.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ed Hugo.
I don't know why. So, like, the reason why I eat apple pie for Thanksgiving, not pumpkin pie, because whenever I was younger and I tried to eat pumpkin pie, every time I'd eat pumpkin pie as a kid, I'd always get sick. Don't know what it is, and I've just never liked the taste of pumpkin pie either. Are you a Phillies fan? No, I do not like the Phillies. I do not like Philadelphia, like, period. I don't like the Phillies. I don't really like the Eagles. I don't like the Sixers. The Flyers are okay because it's hockey. Left center field, there's a base hit. My favorite team is the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals are my favorite team.
Number 9, Austin. Hey.
Yeah, Sosa's on. Back-to-back base hits. So yeah, I always have apple pie as a Thanksgiving dessert, not pumpkin pie. Don't know what, again, every time I've had pumpkin pie, it makes me sick. I don't know, it's a texture thing maybe. And just, it's all, and then the whipped cream too is just a bit too much. So I gotta have apple pie. Apple pie, caramel apple pie with vanilla ice cream. That's really good. We'll pop up there
Up next for Philadelphia.
for out number 1.
Center fielder, Johan.
Tommy Edman, 5-year extension. I know. How about that? Tommy Edman and Blake Snell are both going to be Dodgers in the next 5 years. Who's your favorite NFL team? This is a little bizarre, but my favorite... So I don't really have a favorite NFL team now. I just root for individual players. But growing up, I was like a huge Patriots fan. My mom was a huge Patriots fan. Like, she did a lot of the sports stuff with me growing up. So she was a Patriots fan. I became a Patriots fan. And then throughout the years, I worked for a high school football team. And so, like, by the time, like, I explained it before, but, like, during the weekends, after there's a base hit in the right field, it's going to drop in front of Noel. A run might score. It's 5-3. But yeah, over the years, like ever since I started working for my high school football team, I don't really watch the NFL as much now. So now I just kind of root for individual players. I just root for players. I don't really root for teams anymore. Here's Kyle Schwarber. 2 for 4. Has a 1-0 count on him. I know I said we would do Game 7 tonight after this game. However, I think we might have to wait till tomorrow. Is that okay with you guys? If we wait till tomorrow to do Game 7? I don't know. Do you have your tree up? No, I do not have my tree up yet.
No, that's a ball.
I'm gonna have to. My grandparents and I will. We're probably gonna put our tree up here probably next week. 3-0 count to Schwarber. First and third, 1 out. Phillies have had the bases loaded twice. In this game, there's a fastball, 3-1. You went to your grandma's house to celebrate Thanksgiving? That's awesome. Did she make any good food? Schwarber hits it to deep right. At the wall. Goodbye! Kyle Schwarber with a monster 3-run homer. And it's an 8-3 game. Alright, that wasn't really a monster, but I'm exaggerating a little bit, but announcers do that. Here's Nick Sandlin. Your prediction is fade away? Yep, I think so. Sorry, pal. Hey, I mean, it's, they can come back. They can come back and win it. You never know. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner.
1 strike.
Oh, you're an Astros fan? Astros and Texans, Vin. That's cool.
Two strike.
I used to live in Texas for a little while, and I've always had a soft spot for the Rangers and the Astros. Trey Turner, grounder to short. Rocio makes the play for out number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here comes Harper. He was the man that scored the first run for the Phillies.
That's the ball.
Astros lost against the Tigers this year. They did. They did in real life. They did. 1-0 count to Harper.
Ball.
2-0. Not sure what the Phillies are going to do for the 8th inning. When we come back for the 8th inning, Guardians will have Jimenez, Rocio, and Steven Kwan due up. There's a grounder to Andres Jimenez himself. Speaking of, makes the turn over to first, gets the out. So we're going to the 8th. Kyle Schwarber, 3-run homer. 8-3 Phillies after 7 in Game 6 of the World Series.
Phillies, number 66.
I don't know. You don't know how the Mets won against the Phillies? I don't either. I think it was probably just good luck. I don't know what it was. Jose Ruiz will pitch the 8th inning. He'll face Jimenez to lead off, and then Rocio, and then Steven Kwan. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't understand it either.
Hey!
I'd say the best playoff series this year was probably the Dodgers-Padres series. Went 5 games. I mean, it was pretty intense at times. Here's the 0-2 to Jimenez. That is fair down the left field line. Bohm can't make the play. Another leadoff hit for Cleveland here in the 8th. Here comes Brian Rocio. You're buying and on my way to the show.
No, that's the ball.
24. Oh, that's cool. Rocio 0 for 2. Walked and struck out twice. Rocio fouls this off, and it's evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pick off, throw to first, and Jimenez goes back safely. I'll run this show trying to get 300K. Oh, you're a pitcher? Every year I try and do a pitcher and a hitter. Oh, and speaking of Road to Show, if you guys enjoy any Road to the Show series, kind of like what Bobby Crosby does, I have a Road to the Show series as a starting pitcher on the Rockies. I have a whole playlist and everything. If you guys want to check that out, you guys can. I'm currently in the World Series in that series also, in my Road to the Show series also. I haven't really been doing a lot of Road to the Show episodes because I've been trying to get this done, my playoff simulation series done, before I really do anything else.
That hit it. Take your bait.
What do I think about the Dodgers winning the whole thing this year? That was crazy. I mean, I kind of expected it just because, I mean, they just had just such a good team this year. The Yankees, I mean, their pitching really stunk. Outside of Juan Soto and Stanton and Aaron Judge, I don't think their lineup was very good. Some people kind of argue that the Yankees had it easy because, you know, They had to play a bunch of AL Central teams. But I don't know. I thought it was an okay World Series. David Fry, base hit up the middle. That might bring in a run. To throw in from Rojas is not going to be in time. And the Guardians cut the lead in half to 4. RBI single for David Fry. And he's now 1 for 5 on the day. Yep, Tommy John twice. Dang. That's crazy. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ball 1.
One ball, no strike.
It'd be even cooler if this was in the 9th inning and not the 8th inning. Anyway, it'd be a little bit more dramatic. Ramirez 1-0 count. 2-0. Two-0 count. Lane Thomas is on deck. Here's the pitch to Ramirez in a fastball. Double play ball 1. Pulls Turner away from second. And everybody's going to be safe. Another error charged on Bryce Harper. That's his second of the day. Oh my goodness. Game 4 when Mookie Betts caught the ball and then got the fan got kicked out. I did see that. That was funny. Carlos Estevez will come in to pitch to Lane Thomas. Guardians have the bases loaded. 1 out. Chopper to Turner. A double play. We'll get him out of it. In just 1 pitch. Carlos Estevez gets the Phillies out of the jam. I'm sorry, Ryan. I think he jinxed it. Saying a grand slam would tie it. Yeah, and a double play ended it. Here comes Eli Morgan. This guy just got traded to the Cubs. A few days ago, he got traded to the Cubs. He'll face Castellanos. He'll face JT Realmuto, and he'll face Emuno Sosa here in the 8th inning.
Ball, inside.
Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Strike.
1 and 2.
That's the ball.
Hello, Random Channel. Hello, Random Packers fan. How are you today? I'm sure you're having a great Thanksgiving. Packers win. Bears lose. They fired Matt Eberflus, which took them 65 million years to do. But you know what? They finally did it after 3 really dumb losses. Your mom's a Packers fan? That's cool. You're Canadians, so you had your Thanksgiving month. That's right. You guys celebrate Thanksgiving a month before we do. So I don't know why Americans are weirdos, because I don't know why we wait until the last month or the last couple weeks of Thanksgiving or of November to celebrate Thanksgiving, when we could celebrate it in the middle of October with the Canadians. Stupid. Oh well, we're going to the 9th inning, and last chance for the Guardians to do something before going into Game 7. Let's see what they do. Josh Naylor, Quincy Noel, Bo Naylor are all due up for the Guardians here in the 9th. Estevez is still going. Tomorrow is December. That is crazy. Favorite baseball team? Favorite baseball team is the St. Louis Cardinals. Been a Cardinals fan for almost half my life. Naylor grounds to Harper, and the Phillies are 2 outs away from winning Game 6. Go Blue Jays. Yes, Go Blue Jays. I love the Blue Jays too. Blue Jays are a fun team. They beat the Phillies in 1993. Joe Carter's walk-off home run in Game 3 of the World Series, like one of my, or in Game 6 of the World Series, like one of my favorite World Series moments. I might miss it. I'm going to the store. All right. We'll let you know if they lose or not. Noel fouls it off 0-2. Four subscribers away from 400. That is insane. And Estevez strikes out Jackenty Noel for out number 2. They're not very fun right now. Management is total garbage. Oh, I'm sure. Management in a lot of baseball teams this year has been really garbage. Just like coaching in football has been really garbage too. Just look at Matt Eberflus and the Bears. Grounder to second. Sosa. We're having a Game 7. We will see you tomorrow night for Game 7 of the World Series. The Phillies win it at home 8-4 is the final score. Christopher Sanchez, 5 innings of work. He gets the win. Matthew Boyd with the loss. Lots of offense from both sides, especially from the Phillies. And just like that, we're having a Game 7 tomorrow night. I know I said we would do Game 7 tonight, but I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to wait and do it tomorrow just because, you know, that's just an extra day. We'll see you tomorrow night for Game 7 of the World Series. Who's going to win it all? Only one way to find out. Stay tuned tomorrow.